And hello, ravens, princesses and princesses, welcome to Bottle Pilgrim. This is a game made by the same person who made Drizzle. So I am very excited to play this. I know it's only one chapter, and it's called, very interestingly, Shiny Rainbow. No, Waterfall. Reedville. So let's just start. So, if you guys haven't seen my playthrough of the Drizzle series, you should. It's a very interesting 3 games. This guy's also made some other games too, but I haven't played them yet. This was also made on the Unreal Engine, so it's going to look gorgeous. Like so. So this is us, there's our car behind us, we just traveled here. I'm pretty sure we're going towards the mountains because that's usually how Drizzle Path works, and we're also looking for stuff. Oh good, we can run.
I like to go for long walks. Walks that cleanse the lungs and cleanse the spirit. This walk, though, has particular meaning for me, and it's a pilgrimage I make every year at this time.
Hence the word pilgrimage. So we're looking for objects, 5 objects apparently. And what I loved about the Drizzle Path series was the music. It was just downright gorgeous. Okay, so fine. Shift, it can change you either to a walk or a jog, so. Wow. If you guys haven't seen, like, seriously haven't seen my Drizzle playthrough, you should. Because as much as they, start out, like, the first one was made on the CryEngine, believe it or not. But then he moved on to the Unreal Engine. I think it's because I could barely run the game on the CryEngine. Unreal is a bit more nicer when it comes down to running things. But this game is more about the music and about just enjoying a story. And it's a game you can just sit back, relax, and chill. So what I like to do in this game is occasionally
I can remember every detail of my wife's appearance, even though she's been gone for nearly 10 years. I remember how her cheekbones would rise when she smiled. I remember her long, raven black hair flowing down her back like a shiny waterfall. I also remember how she looked without hair.
So she died of cancer. Yep. I've got it. I've got you. So it's going to be one of those things where we basically are reminiscing about stuff and stuff. The funny thing about the Drizzle Path series is the grammar. Like, in the, I think Drizzle Path 1, 2, and 3, all of them have, insane amounts of just words that just, unless you are really, really, really thinking, you won't understand what in the world the person's talking about. And I don't always understand what they're talking about either, but I just go along with it. But there's this game I'll be playing, and then there's another game called Uyur, and then I have another game I'm going to look at, and I need to finish for you guys, Entropy Zero. I'm sorry, I can't climb this ladder. What am I? Armless? Okay. I need to finish Entropy Zero. I'm just kind of stuck at the part where we're basically in the dark, and it's that part's driving me a little crazy right now. It's a nice little cabin. Let's just take in the scenery for a second. Let's just take it in. This is something I like to do in Unreal Engine games when they're so gorgeous. The very first game I played, I think, in the Unreal Engine was, well, my favorite game was Homesick. That game got this channel off the ground. It's a piggy. Aww. I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy. I thought he was gonna eat me for a second. Butterflies. Like in one of the Drizzle paths, there was a horse and a fire. Can we walk in this water? We can. Can we get wet? Tell me we can get wet. Yeah. I don't know why I'm so happy about that. So in this one, instead of someone talking in like insane amount of grammatical words, I think
She was still beautiful, and she could still smile, but not as often as she used to. The sickness came and went quickly enough, but when it went, it took her with it. I was only 31 years old at the time. She, 33. Our daughter, Emily, had only recently turned 6.
that's harsh. But it's not something I'm not gonna say what I was thinking in my head to say. I'm gonna just say that's harsh. What I like, what I was gonna say was what I like doing in the Drizzle series is I'll stop and kind of look around or look at a view and just flee, and just gawk. Take me on a hiking trail and I'll do the same thing. Most likely. I will literally gawk at everything because I love color. I just love it. There's no one in here. Still can't climb the ladder. Yes, there is a bit of a frame croak here and there, but as long as I just keep steady pace, we should be fine.
It's hard enough for a parent to raise a young child on their own, doubly so when the child is of the opposite gender. Yet that's precisely the predicament I found myself in when Cassandra died.
I can jump apparently, also, yeah, it is hard. What am I talking about? Well, I have siblings, so yeah, it is hard. Alright. Sometimes you have to play both parents, and it can be a very taxing thing to do.
By all means, both sets of grandparents did their best to help out, but my pride dictated that I could only ask so much of them. I needed to prove to everyone, not least of all myself, that I could do this. I had no desire to be the all but absent father that my own had been, and endeavored to spend as much time as I could caring for my daughter in the most direct way possible. I won't deny that the odd drink came in handy during this early period, but it was yet to become a problem.
Oh no. Let me guess. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna guess now. He became an alcoholic, and things happened. No wonder it's called Bottle Pilgrim. Now things are starting to make sense. Okay, do I have to choose where to go? Again. They did this to me once before in Drizzle Path Genie where I had to choose where to go. And I chose one route. And got one ending. Chose another route. Good thing I came over here. Chose another route, got a different ending. So, So, either way, there aren't even coconuts in these streets. But yeah, I love, this is, and for those of you who want to wonder, this is a walking simulator, and I do enjoy playing them. I've played a lot of them. Some of them were great. Some of them made me absolutely horrified. For example, why can't I remember the name of it? Well, I played this one last year, or was this year? Probably this year. Yeah, it was this year. It scarred me for a bit because of something the father did. Also, look at this. This whole entire area is gorgeous.
Much greater challenges in the early days were the ones that people would think almost trivial. Ensuring my daughter was safe when she used public restrooms and that she cleaned herself properly when she was in the bathtub. Responsibilities that would normally fall upon the female parent, when there is one. Emily was still very young at the time, of course, but old enough to feel awkward that her father was checking in on her during her more private moments. There's no denying that the presence of a woman would have alleviated much of the burden cast suddenly upon both of our lives.
Yeah. Well, it's understandable. I want to go in here. Thank you. We've all been there, don't worry. I've been there too. Not the most pleasant of situations. But when you have to do what you gotta do to take care of those around you, that's what you gotta do. Just give them the respect they need to.
It's not like I didn't try to meet other women after Cassandra's passing. I even went on the odd date, but, well, between my teaching job and my responsibilities as a single parent, it was hard to not only find the time, but to find someone to babysit for the evening, without calling upon the goodwill of the grandparents yet again. Most of all, though, it was impossible to find someone to fill the yawning void that Cassandra had left in her wake.
Yeah, well, you can't blame her. Also, bunny hopping. I had to, sorry. It's one of the tropes of games, is bunny hopping. You can't blame her. You can't blame cancer either. It's just, well, you could. It's like that game, that Dragon Cancer. That game is rough to get through too, and I haven't played that yet, and I should. I know what's in it, I know what happens, and it breaks my heart. Oh, I need a battery.
I never asked you to be alone, my sweet. You'd have had my blessing if you had found someone else. All I would have asked was that she be a good mother to Emily.
Okay. I'm guessing we're going to be confronted. And stuff. If like something happens, I'm pretty sure of it. I can feel it. Interlude 1, Rendezvous.
Ah, yes. I remember this evening. My wife left a note for me with a friend of ours who worked at a place called Danny's Cafe. She always did like her little games. We had a lot of good times in this district, made a lot of good friends, enjoyed a lot of good meals, but there are unfortunately other memories which I associate with this place.
The stars up there in the sky is nice. Ooh, there's a menu.
The note says, "Dearest, come meet me at O'Doyle's at 6:30. Oh, but one small favor along the way. Emily says she left Kiri in the playground. You know how upset she gets without her bunny rabbit." Oh dear. Still, I guess I'm not one to judge. I've been known to get a bit negligent from time to time myself.
Yeah, it happens. You can forget, or you can accidentally... Oh, I can't jump in this. Okay. I was able to jump, but now I can't. I can't bunny up anymore. You can forget to bring things or to... Oh, they're not open. Oh well. It's alright to forget about certain things. Look at this park. Excuse me, do any of you have seen a teddy bear, stuffed teddy bear? There you are.
That's one errand run. Next stop, O'Doyle's.
So I hate to ask this question, but how did she get cancer? Like, did it just happen?
Ah, the aromas of this district. The delectable scent of recently roasted coffee beans, freshly cut cake, and all manner of chocolatey delights. Truly a gastronome's paradise.
I mean, I love food, so I would just happily walk around here.
The last time Cassandra asked me to meet her here at night, it was to tell me she was pregnant. I wonder what the big news will be this time.
Let's find out. Chapter 2, Little Mermaid. Ooh. There's a bird. See it? Where am I? Oh, now I can jump. Good. Yep, this definitely reminds me of Drizzle Path, because in the very first Drizzle Path, it's raining.
Somehow, teaching children of early high school age had done little to prepare me for the task of raising a child not many years younger. She still had an innocence at her age, while the scamps that I taught, I'm being a bit harsh of course, but, well, the students that I taught were in the process of growing up very quickly. A little too quickly, some of them. I sincerely hoped that my Emily wouldn't be quite so precocious by the time she was that age.
I'm pretty sure she will be. It's just the way things go. You can't doubt that they won't try to speed up how they grow up. Because they'll have hopes and dreams and things they want to do. Trust me, I know. Well, somewhat. I can't know everything, just something. But what most of these games are teaching, and what this one is probably going to say, is to enjoy the time you have with those that are with you, and to take care of those that will pass, that you will probably not see their later years. Take care of those that will pass on your legacy, I guess, until they're prepared to do so. Umbrella. Nice. Gotta cross that bridge, huh? Let's be honest, if I really was here and I had to cross that, I'd be a little bit scared because I am afraid of water. Narrator hasn't talked in a while.
I enjoyed taking my daughter on short trips, well away from the city. I didn't want her knowing nothing but schools and streets, which my own life almost seemed to consist of. I figured that she needed to breathe a bit of nature every once in a while, enjoy a bit of fresh air. It's one thing to civilize a child, but another to deny them their childhood altogether. We both seem to like the beach especially.
Okay, here we go. Looks like there's a way in. Also, I've had that chair. Right. When we come back, guys, more of this game. Until then, leave a like and subscribe because I always for more. See you next video. See ya, guys.